let's go to the party. And here we go, now everyone is here. I can ask if he can bring Quill back.
The bard's death is a weight for thine own conscience to bear. She will be left to the peace of eternity, where the urge shall seek her no more.
Okay, so she cannot be resurrected. That's too bad. I did not mean to kill her. Stuck with Karlach.
Would you look at this place? All these people, happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible.
Of course.
And with good potations too.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Fuck yes. I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise.
Did you have anyone in mind? Okay, there we go.
I like you too. A lot. I'm sure you know that. Oh gods. You know I want that more than fucking anything.
There we go, finally.
I'll come find you when the others have gone to bed. Wait up for me, all right?
Of course.
Yes.
She's excited. Guy, he's, I guess, just sulking over here.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
That's always worth celebrating.
Not everyone. We lost people, and it's like they don't even care. But I care. And I won't drink myself into a stupor to change that.
And there's someone else also sulking over here.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Are you alright?
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party.
Honestly, you
Horns
don't even
this
look that
sharp
more
will pop
different.
the balloons, you see.
You don't unsettle me.
If only half the world had half the heart you do. But, off with you. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
What now?
That's my girl.
Also, you can see that Moll is behind here. I am going to do something now. I am going to take Idol of Sylvanas back. I mean, I guess I should probably talk to all of my companions, because I haven't actually talked to all of them. I think the only companion who I have gotten all the dialogue with is Karlach, and everybody else just kind of in the background. So let's start with lae'zel.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades, yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us you have promised your body to the Tiefling. I've no doubt you will satisfy your tastes for the mundane.
Yeah, well, I am not interested in you. I don't appreciate your tone.
For now. But come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted.
Oh, I
How
don't
my
care.
fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Oh yeah, do you have someone in mind? Because I don't see that anybody would want to be with you. Hey, Zevlor.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Let's talk with this hottie.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Why can I not bed you? I would rather bed her than Karlach, to be honest. She's so hot. Hey, Alpira.
This might be the wine talking.
Or maybe your
but I'm
head trauma.
feeling-
Your action.
inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Yeah, so apparently there's no bad feelings. Duergar, shut it, there's last thing I want is some sappy song. That's pretty mean. That's so mean, Durr. You're not gonna say that, even though you are a Duergar. That's pretty mean. Haven't you seen this spot?
One raunchy ballad coming up.
Let's speak with these siblings.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Of course he has, he's an idiot.
Hush you, and behold!
Is that it?
I'll have you know, he can also make them blue.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
So yeah, Roland is an idiot. If I would have to make characters in a dumber and dumbest order, Roland would be dumb, Marcus would be dumber, and Volo would be the dumbest.
Are Roland and Leah actually getting along? I know you cut down a horde of goblins, but this is far more impressive.
Well, that's nice. I like Marcus, but he is very stupid. Just, you will see it later on in the game.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
I need to dance! No, I need to lie down.
Perhaps that's for the best. I haven't talked with Gale. Does Gale have anything interesting to say?
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of a celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
I'm gonna bully him a little bit.
By a Garon's lost nose! No! I speak of Tara, my Tressym, assistant, my constant companion through all the ills and tribulations my hubris has thrust upon me. She'd been most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, I locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I've given up on myself, but Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve.
So yeah, Gale is just sulking because, well, obviously it's his own fault that he has this ticking time bomb inside him, and he is the biggest threat in this very camp right now. You must have been lonely.
Sometimes. But I imposed it on myself, after all. I set up enough wards to keep an army at bay. Never mind the few colleagues who sought to inquire about my welfare. Tara did her best to keep my spirits up, of course, but there's only so much one Tressym can make up for one's entire social circle. She was often gone, seeking items to treat my condition. You're the first person I've spent any significant time with in a year or more. Spending time in your company, I realize that I may have left behind the greater part of my wit and sensitivity in my tower.
You're doing just fine, Gale.
I'm glad. To know you enjoy my company is... well, it's rather wonderful. Actually, I'd be loath to waste the time of someone who's become rather important to me.
For some reason I have been really nice to him, even though I really don't care about him. I haven't had him in my party. Maybe when I recruited him, that's the last time he was in my party. Like, this is what I actually feel. If I say it to him, he's gonna be pissed off, so... Let's say this.
Were I to recite that list, I fear we'd be here at dusk tomorrow. Many things, I assure you. But a conversation better saved for another time. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go. Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Let's speak with Shadowheart as well. I don't think I have spoken with her either. At least not a lot.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with Karlach. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Me?
Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Not so odd, we did the right thing.
That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me?
Another time.
As you like. Try not to tire yourself out too much.
So yeah, she's obviously another possible romance companion that I have right now. I think Astarin is the only one we haven't spoken to yet. Also, we need to speak with Halsin, but we'll do that after Astarin.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Really? Saving lives is awful? Well, yeah, well, you're an awful person anyway, so it doesn't surprise me that this is your opinion.
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine. Pfft.
Let's taste it.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
Knowing you, it probably is.
Don't be so sour. I like a good time as much as anyone. You know, we could always make our own entertainment, darling. Get a little closer, so to speak.
No. I'd rather bet a goblin, darling.
You are an insolent little pup, aren't you? But have it your way. I'm happy to entertain myself.
Oh, you do so. Let's start with Halsin. I think he is the last person we haven't spoken to.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
I thought you might care to have a drink with me.
In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on.
That sounds like me, actually. We'll talk another time then.
Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
I think it's now time to go to bed. Now, I am gonna make a quick save here, because I have sometimes seen a bug that happens after this Tiefling party, where my screen just remains black and nothing happens. So I'm gonna make a save and hope that it doesn't happen.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
Karlach, of course. I can go to bed and fantasize about Gale, but Karlach, of
Your
course.
heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Hey, you soldier. I think everyone's asleep. May I?
Of course.
Hello, you. Been waiting for this all night.
Me too.
Isn't it mad? How good life is.
It's all I can think about.
Thank the gods. I was afraid I was the only one. 10 years is a long time to be trapped in the hells. 10 years without a kind word. A touch. When I look at you, I feel real again. Alive. Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars.
Oh yeah, you don't have to ask me twice.
Ugh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't tease you, or myself. I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can be sure I won't burn you.
Okay, so how about just a kiss?
I'll turn you to charcoal. Guaranteed.
Oh, that's too bad. We'll make it quick.
You can try, but don't hurt those pretty lips of yours, all right? They feature heavily in my future plans.
So it's working.
Wait, no!
That burned a little.
Are you all right?
It was worth it.
You have no idea. If I weren't so worried about killing you, I'd be in a puddle on the floor. So, what do we do now?
I can tell you what I'd like to do with you. Let's talk dirty.
I like the sound of that. My turn.
It's too bad we can't hear this.
And that's a promise. On that note, I better head back to my bunk. You might not be able to touch me, but you've given me a lot to think about.
So we finally had that scene with Karlach. A scene that I had been waiting for. Now we just need to get rid of her burning problem.
I trust you enjoyed your evening.
And we get a jump scare
After
from
all
Helsing.
your efforts, it may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
Finally, we're catching up on our puppet master, and the hunt ends at Moonrise Towers.
Yeah. What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
This is something that we already heard from Councillor Floric when we saved her in the Walk-in's Rest. What do you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Yeah, and this is actually true. Now, I do want to go through the Underdark, but we will also explore the mountain pass area as well. So how do we find this underground route?
You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne.
Underdark is my home because I'm a Duergar. So yeah, we will take that route.
Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
So yeah, Halsin will join us on our journey, but why does he want to go?
Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection.
Now we are of course more than happy to take him with us. Is that why you went with Aradin?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceramorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Didn't even get close.
Let's go then.
May Sylvanas guide us.
Halsin will now be here in our camp, but we actually cannot get him to become a playable companion before we get to Act 2, which is a shame. I really feel like it's pretty dumb that he's just kind of standing around here doing nothing, while we have to do everything. And now that everybody's out of this Druid's Grow, we can just start looting this stuff that have been left behind. We can also now take all this food. Because Auntie Ethel is no longer here, we can just steal all her lotions and potions. Here's Volo's book for some reason. I don't know why it's here, but it's here. Also the strange ox gets left behind for some reason. Oh my god. How much stuff is in here? Yeah, take it. We can sell all that stuff.